Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jill and I enjoy sharing a variety of items. You will see beauty, you will see food, you will see travel, you'll see my animals, you will see a little bit of everything here. But a lot of my focus is on beauty. That is what my channel started out with originally, and also some tips and tricks for Mary Kay. So that is a quick little summary. Let's go ahead and get started on what I'm doing today. So I'm going to link a video of my first one that I did of vintage compacts. I have another video that I did first, and I did have some requests to do a follow-up with some more that I have. So today I have like some vintage compacts, vintage makeup cases, and also a few trinket boxes and stuff that I thought I would go ahead and put in there as well. Usually if you like a certain thing, then those kind of things are pretty awesome also. So I'm going to share these today. I don't unfortunately know all the dates and stuff with it. I'm still learning that kind of stuff. I just know that I like these items. I know that they are older, and I know that they have become a part of my collection. So I'm working on doing better with that. If I ever find the ones that are labeled, I usually do read them out and let you know what the years and stuff are. Or if you know more about them, I would be so appreciative if you would leave me a comment down below and let me know what you know about these compacts and so forth. Or if you know anybody else selling them or anything like that, let me know. So I'm just going to randomly start. They're in no particular order here. We're just going to have fun and go through and look at these. So this is a little trinket box from Monet. And even though it's super tiny, can you see the beautiful red color in that? It actually has some pretty good weight to it. And then there's the Monet stamp on the bottom. And then it opens up, and it's just a little tiny trinket. It could be like for pills or a little small earrings or something you want to hide away, but it's just so beautiful and dainty. So that is our first item today. Oh, and I do have one of the Mary Kay trinket boxes, so I thought that was fitting since I did start this as a Mary Kay channel. This one is made in China. So I'm not sure of the year on this one, but you can see it says Mary Kay inside. If you've been selling, leave me a comment down below and let me know what year this is from. Okay, and then I will just randomly go on this one. This one is super, super cute, and I'm trying to see the name on the back of it. I'm not sure if you guys can read that or not. Cacmel or something? I'm not sure. It is a super tiny little compact, but look at the graphic on that. Isn't that gorgeous? And look how tiny, and I'm gonna open this up. It also says something on here, Divine. Divine is written on this side there. And then we'll open it up. And you have your little mirror, and then the cutest little tiny powder puff. And then there is actually some white or light powder still inside. How cute is that? It's super tiny, it's super adorable. And I just knew I had to add that into my collection there. So we have that one. We have this little pill box. This one is made in, well, in Hong Kong. I'm definitely drawn to florals. That is one of my favorites. I absolutely love anything with florals. So it is an older one. It still has a little plastic divider in there for, you know, your pill separators, but you could use it for other things also. And mine, I just, you know, mostly just display them on my dressers. I also have this one, which is absolutely beautiful. And again, this one I believe also has powder. I have to be super careful how I open some of these. So this is, let me get that out of there. Oh yeah, this one still has some remnants of the powder in there, you can see. So a little bit messy to some of these when you open them. Oof, yeah, don't know if you can see that going everywhere, but how beautiful is that? No real markings on the back to this one. And then let me just get a little tissue here and clean that one up. So the next one is this gorgeous one. It has the lady on the front. just a little tape sticker on the back, so not sure what was going on there. And then the inside, these are just mirrors in this one. So just a little compact mirror. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have this one, which is definitely an older style. Emeralds are my absolute favorite, so anything that has that stone I tend to gravitate toward. Here is the back of this one. And then this one is a Volupe, USA, if I'm saying that right. I don't know if you can see that printed on there or not. And then we will open this one up. They got tricky little things on. Okay, so there's a better, that is the name of this one. So it doesn't have the powder anymore. That's been used, but it did have the little puff. So cool to think about, you know, the different people that used it and had these and how many years it's been around. It's pretty awesome. I just love the mystery of all that and would love to know the stories. So this one is a cool little case too. It's kind of like a pocket watch style. How awesome is that? And then you just push down the top. I know this one was a little tricky to open. Let me see if I can still get it open. Like wants to, but it doesn't want to. So let me see if I can get it to cooperate here. Sorry about that. Some of these old ones, it takes a minute or two to try to get them to open up. For whatever reason, this one's being stubborn today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this one open, unfortunately. No, I do apologize. For some reason, I cannot get that one to come out. I've been pushing on it, and I can see it cracking a little bit, but it just won't release for whatever reason. So I'm not sure if it's just stuck or... Now I'm like, oh, I did. There we go. I got it. So this one still has, which is pretty cool, it still has the little plastic. Sorry, this one is taking so long. So it's a little cream puff. And then inside it literally still has like perfect condition of the makeup. And then it's got a mirror. But how cool is that? But that one did take a minute to get open. So I'm not sure what year or whatever this is. If you know, please tell me down below. I'd love to know. I also have this one that is, I still have powder all over me again. This is a Max Factor perfume one. And as you can see, the green definitely drew me into this one. And then hopefully you can see that on the back. I know getting it focused is the worst part of these videos. So Promise Cream Perfume Compact. Let's open this up and I'll show you that. And as I said before, I wouldn't always recommend using the makeup that's in there. It's quite old, so I'm not sure you'd want to do that. But this is like spring-loaded one. And look at the colors coming through the light. Isn't that gorgeous? Another beautiful piece. So this is an older one also that comes... No, I don't recommend doing that. It still comes in its sleeve. So we have that. Then you take it out and they also have beautiful little flowers. There is a piece missing, which I did know when I purchased it. And then this one is de Vilbris, I believe. I don't have my close-up glasses on, so seeing some of these names is a little tricky for me. And then this one, the makeup has been used, but the powder is still in there. And I like these, how they just were able to snap that off to keep the powder and the puff separate. Normally you would put the puff on here before closing it. And somebody just put it inside on that one. So that is definitely an older one. They come with their little pouches and stuff. It's pretty neat. So put that to the side. And we have this beautiful hummingbird one. I'm also a big nature bird lover. Anything that has to do with hummingbirds is actually one of my favorites. So we will pop this one open if it lets me. And then this one is also just mirrors. It's a little compact, so it might be on the newer side, maybe not quite as vintage. I'm not sure. There's no markings on this one. And then this, I have the whole box. These were Estee Lauder did these, and this is Beautiful Garden Teapot, which now that I think about it, might not be in this box. I think I might have taken this one out. My bad, I forgot. I think I took this one out and have it displayed in the other room. So I will have to do a redo on this one. I apologize for that. I was just thinking about it when I did it. I will do that one in an upcoming one. But this one, Beyond Paradise, is still in the box. This one should still be in here because this is more of a, has like a necklace to it. Let me show you this. So if you can see, it comes with the little piece to clean it. And this one has, on the back side here would be where your perfume is. Doesn't even really look like anybody used it. But it is an older vintage piece. So you got the beautiful flower there. So you can wear it as a necklace. And then the goal was to put the perfume back on throughout the day if you needed it. So I still have the box and everything with that one. It's never been used that I'm aware of. Just something I'm collecting. So we'll put this one back in here. And I have some more to show you. I love this piece. Can you see the lady's face on there? And I always feel like they tell such a story. And how beautiful is that on the back? And then the inside, this is also an older Estee one, an older perfume, which again, I do not recommend using just for the looks, but how beautiful is that? Then I have another one with a green stone. This one is Heaven Scent Perfume Compact. And again, it's a little small for me underneath that to see anymore. I don't know if you guys can read that. I apologize. So here is the front where it has another green emerald on it, and this is also some perfume. Ooh, and this has a tight snap back on it, so you can see most of the perfume is still there. So either somebody didn't like the scent or it just holds up really well. So that is also a little snap back. And then we have this one, which is also a little pill box. I think this may be a newer one, just based on some of the stickers. And that one came to me with a safety pin in it, and I just left it in there. So there's that. And then I have these, which I think are so neat. So you would put your lipstick there. And the cool thing about it is your mirror is right there. So you can put your lipstick on and you always have your mirror readily available. So how pretty is that? Then I have this one, which is, I really should have gotten my other glasses, you guys. I cannot read that name either. Definitely an older one. Maybe the inside will have the puff or something. So that's the back. This is the gorgeous front. It's like a mother of pearl. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful. And then the inside is a mirror, and you would have had like your powder compact, which is no longer there. And then I do have this little perfume bottle. It doesn't stand up on its own, and it is one of the ones that screws around, and it actually still has perfume in it, which smells pretty good actually. I'm not sure what the scent is, but how cute is that? And then we have this old one, a Tangy Dry Rouge Compact. Back in the day, it was only 15 cents plus tax. And this is in a metal container here. So try these other fine Tangy cosmetics: Miracle Makeup, Fluid Beauty, Powders, and Lipstick by the G.O.W. Luft Company in New York. Now that one I can actually read. So I think this one might have been, yeah, this one is a bright color. And then you have your puff, but it is like a really bright pink. Let me see if I can get this out without making too big of a mess. But yeah, that one will stand out and get you some attention if you're wearing it. But I just thought it was a cool little container case there. Love it. Okay, so I have 2 other containers. Now these are empty. This is just a glass cosmetic one. So this is the top of this. And then the bottom is just marked about what it is, but it's just clear glass on the bottom. And then we have another gorgeous one. Also glass on the bottom, and then this is the top. So you'd be able to put powders or any variety of other items in here. How awesome is that? And then I have a couple more trinkets, and then I have something else that's really cool that I'm going to save for the end. So I got this gorgeous trinket box. Again, the green, the tree intrigued me. And I actually left the pieces that I got. So it has the beautiful green inside. And this also came with a couple trinkets. Now, I'm not sure if this is super old, but I do love all kinds of unique jewelry and stuff. So this is a little locket. Oh, it's actually an old Avon locket, which I love Avon stuff for their jewelry and all. Their jewelry holds up amazingly, and I love books. So that is a little trinket that's in there. And then it also had these really old dogs, and it's a pin. How adorable are these? Let's see if you can see them a little better. And then they had this little Scotty dog clip too that I thought was super adorable. These are definitely old. I do not know the age on these. See if you can see that a little better. And as you guys are going through these, let me know which ones are your favorites. Do you have a specific one? This is kind of interesting too. This is also a little pin, little horseshoe pin. And then they had another little Scotty dog, which is a pendant. So that was inside, and then I'll just show it to you with it empty. Needs a little love to put it back together, but like I said, these are pretty old. So we will put that back in here. And then I have this other one that has like a rose pattern in it. Absolutely beautiful. There weren't any stamps on this one. Oh wait, yes there is. Made in Japan, maybe? I think it's what it says on the bottom of that one. And then this one has the red interior. Perfect for so many items. This one, this is the one that did not have a marking on the bottom, but it's also a beautiful piece. And it also has like the little velvet down inside of it. So beautiful. And then this one I really liked, of course, because of the florals. This one is made in Japan. Let me show you the bottom first. This one is definitely older, and the top is a little loose, so I have to be careful with this one. So this is the back. And this one has like the little feet to sit. And that is a gorgeous, gorgeous top, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? And then this has a blue interior, but as I said, the lid is kind of coming off on this one, so I have to be super careful with this. Now, how pretty is that? And then one of my favorite finds that I actually found on Whatnot not that long ago. Somebody was doing like a yard sale type show, and I could not believe these were on here, and I was so excited when I saw them because I was like, I have to have them. So it is a vintage lipstick holder with the old lipsticks inside. How awesome is that? So I will take them out and show them to you. They are old L'Oreal's, so there's the L on the top. And this was coffee caramel cream. So I don't know if you can still see the color. They're still in there. Doesn't really turn up anymore, but you can get an idea what that color was. And then in the little metal cases. And then this one just says A723 also a L'Oreal, so definitely an older one. And that is what that color looked like. And then we have this one, which says A722 on the bottom. And then also the L on the top. And this one's way down in there. I'm not sure if I can get this one to come out. Oh, yep, that one popped up a little bit. So that is the color on that one. Let's look at this one again because it's so pretty. So here's the bottom of it. And then this is the top. And I just thought they were really cool, really pretty. I was excited to find that one. So that is a little bit more of my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know your thoughts below. Let me know what some of your favorites are. And if any of you have information about them, I'd love to hear that too. I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing day. I hope you are enjoying these videos. And if you are, consider like and subscribing because I have a lot more content coming at you soon. Thanks, you guys. Have a wonderful day.